Ladies and gentlemen, there comes a time in every life when you have to make a decision. Not just any decision, but one that will shape the course of your journey, define your purpose, and determine who you truly are. And in those moments, there's a voice inside, quiet but powerful. It's your gut instinct. You see, some things in life, no matter how much you think about them, can only be felt deep down. Today, I want to talk about 4 gut instincts you should never ignore. The first one, when something doesn't feel right, trust it. You know that feeling. You walk into a room, meet a new person, or find yourself in a situation, and something in your spirit tells you, this ain't it. You don't need a reason. It doesn't need to make sense on paper. But you've got to listen to that voice. It's your mind protecting you from harm, telling you to walk away, to steer clear. You have to be brave enough to trust that feeling, even when everything around you says otherwise. Second, when you feel that spark of inspiration, chase it. That fire inside, that burst of creativity or ambition, it doesn't come around often. When it does, it's your gut telling you, this is what you're meant to do. Don't let fear, doubt, or excuses stand in the way. If you feel called to something, run toward it with everything you've got. The world needs what you've got inside. Don't let that inspiration die because you were afraid to act. The third instinct, when you know you're on the wrong path, pivot. Life isn't always a straight line. Sometimes we take a turn we shouldn't have. Sometimes we walk a road that isn't meant for us. But here's the thing, your gut will always let you know when you're going in the wrong direction. Don't let pride or the fear of failure keep you on the wrong path. Have the courage to turn around, to start again if you have to. Trust that voice when it tells you to make a change. And lastly, when you feel peace, hold on to it. In a world full of chaos, confusion, and noise, peace is rare. And when your gut tells you, this is where you belong, this is right, you hold on to that. It could be a person, a job, a moment, or a place. When you find peace, that's your instinct telling you you're exactly where you need to be. Don't let anyone or anything take that from you. Here are 10 key points from the speech on gut instincts. Trust your gut. When something feels off, your instincts often detect subtle cues that your conscious mind may miss. Act on inspiration. When you feel that spark of creativity or ambition, don't hesitate, follow it, and make the most of the moment. Recognize when you're on the wrong path. If your gut tells you you're headed in the wrong direction, pivot and make the necessary changes, even if it's difficult. Value peace. When you find it, peace is a rare and powerful feeling. When you sense it, hold on to it tightly, as it means you're in the right place. Embrace courage over fear. Trusting your instincts often requires boldness. Don't let fear stand in the way of acting on what you feel deep inside. Listen to your inner voice. Your gut speaks softly but carries wisdom from all your life experiences, guiding you in the right direction. Act without needing external validation. You don't need others to confirm what you already know deep down. Trust yourself first. Don't ignore red flags if something or someone doesn't feel right. Don't dismiss that feeling. It's your intuition warning you to proceed with caution. Be willing to change course if you realize you're not where you're meant to be. Trust your gut and have the strength to start fresh. Stay true to your purpose. Your instincts often align with your deepest sense of purpose, helping you stay on track toward your true goals and desires. When something doesn't feel right, that subtle, nagging discomfort in the pit of your stomach is often the clearest signal that your gut is sending you a message. It's easy to ignore because it's not always loud. It doesn't always shout at you. Instead, it's more like a quiet whisper, a vague sense that something is off, even if you can't quite put your finger on it. But make no mistake, that feeling is one of your strongest defenses. Our instincts are finely tuned over time, shaped by our experiences, interactions, and the countless moments where we've learned how to protect ourselves, consciously or unconsciously. That unease you feel is your mind and body working together, alerting you to potential risks or dangers that might not be immediately apparent on the surface. It's a feeling that often precedes any clear reasoning or logical thought. Before you can explain why, your gut is telling you that something isn't right. Ignoring that can lead you into situations where you might regret not listening to yourself. Think about the times in life when you've encountered someone new. Maybe they seemed perfectly pleasant on the surface, said all the right things, smiled in all the right moments, but something about them just didn't sit well with you. Maybe it was their body language, the tone in their voice, or something unspoken that made you feel uncomfortable. Your gut picks up on these subtle, non-verbal cues, things that might not register consciously, but still impact your perception. When you push that feeling aside, convincing yourself it's nothing, you often find that later on, your initial instinct was right. It's not just with people that this applies. It can happen in all kinds of situations at work, in social settings, or even in everyday decisions. You might walk into a job interview and immediately feel like the company's culture doesn't align with your values. Or you could be presented with an opportunity that seems great on the surface, but something deep inside you hesitates. You don't need a long list of reasons to justify that feeling. Your gut has already done the work of processing the situation, and it's urging you to listen. Of course, it's not always easy to follow your gut, especially when everything around you is telling you to ignore it. Society often teaches us to rely on logic, to demand evidence and rational explanations before making decisions. And while rational thinking is important, it's equally crucial not to dismiss the power of your intuition. Your instincts are there to guide you, to alert you when something doesn't align with your well-being, even when you can't articulate why. When something doesn't feel right, it's often because your subconscious has picked up on a threat or misalignment that your conscious mind hasn't fully processed. Whether it's a fleeting feeling of discomfort, a knot in your stomach, or just a sense of unease, these sensations are valuable signals that shouldn't be ignored. The more you practice listening to your gut, the better you'll become at discerning when to act on that inner voice. Trusting your intuition, especially when things don't feel right, is a skill that can protect you from negative outcomes and help steer you toward a better path. That moment when inspiration strikes, it's almost electric. You feel a sudden rush of excitement, as if a door you hadn't noticed before has just swung wide open, beckoning you to step through. This spark of inspiration, however fleeting, is a signal that your gut is trying to communicate something important to you. It's more than just a good idea or a burst of creativity. It's a nudge from within, urging you to pursue a path that aligns with your passions, your strengths, and perhaps even your purpose. Too often, though, we let this spark fade, dampened by doubt, fear, or the distractions of everyday life. But that spark, once ignited, deserves your full attention. Inspiration isn't something that happens on a schedule. You can't predict when it will hit, and you certainly can't control it. But when it comes, there's a reason for it. Your mind, heart, and gut are aligning, showing you a glimpse of something greater than the routine, the ordinary. It might be a new idea for a project, a creative endeavor you've never thought of before, or a vision for how your life could be different. The energy behind this feeling is powerful. It has the potential to drive you toward growth, achievement, and fulfillment, but only if you choose to act on it. One of the biggest obstacles to following that spark of inspiration is fear. We fear failure, rejection, and uncertainty. We question whether we're good enough, whether we have the skills or the resources to make something happen. This self-doubt can be paralyzing, and as a result, many people let their inspiration slip away, convincing themselves that it's not the right time or that it's just a fleeting thought, unworthy of their attention. However, that inspiration didn't come to you by accident. It's your gut telling you that there's something here worth pursuing, and the only thing standing in your way is the courage to follow through. Acting on inspiration doesn't always mean taking giant, life-altering leaps. Sometimes it's about making small, deliberate steps towards something that excites you. It's about nurturing that idea, allowing it to grow, and seeing where it can take you. When you feel inspired, you tap into a well of creativity and energy that propels you forward. The more you invest in that feeling, the more momentum you build. Each step, no matter how small, brings you closer to realizing your vision. The key is to not let that initial spark die out because of hesitation or overthinking. We often look for perfect conditions before we begin something new, waiting for the right moment when everything aligns. But inspiration doesn't wait for perfect conditions. It comes when it's ready, and it's up to you to seize the moment. The truth is, the longer you wait, the more that energy dissipates. Over time, the excitement fades and the vision that once seemed so clear becomes a distant memory. That's why acting on inspiration in the moment is crucial. The conditions don't have to be perfect, you just need to take that first step. Another important aspect of acting on inspiration is tuning out the noise. The world is full of distractions, opinions, and pressures that can cloud your mind and make you second-guess yourself. But when you're inspired, that feeling comes from a place deeper than the noise of the outside world. It's personal, and it's unique to you. What moves you may not move others, and that's okay. Your gut is guiding you based on your own experiences, desires, and potential. Trusting that inner voice is key to staying on course and not getting derailed by external influences. When inspiration strikes, it's a reminder that you have something valuable to offer, something that could make a difference in your life or the lives of others. That spark is a gift, and it's not something to be taken lightly. Your gut is telling you that this is an opportunity to create, to grow, to do something meaningful. Acting on it might not always lead to immediate success, but it will lead you somewhere important. It will lead you closer to your true self, your passion, and perhaps even your destiny. So, when you feel that spark, don't hesitate. Follow it, nurture it, and see where it takes you. Because that moment of inspiration might just be the beginning of something extraordinary. Life is not always a straight line, and sometimes we find ourselves on a path that isn't meant for us. It may start with small signs, little doubts that creep in during quiet moments, or a growing sense of unease that something isn't quite right. Perhaps you've committed to a job, a relationship, or a lifestyle, and though everything seemed fine at first, there's now a lingering feeling that you're moving in the wrong direction. It's easy to push these feelings aside, especially when you've invested time, energy, and emotions into a particular path. But deep down, your gut knows the truth. It knows when you're off course, and it's trying to tell you that it's time to make a change. Recognizing that you're on the wrong path can be difficult. Sometimes we stay where we are because it feels safer to stick with what we know. We tell ourselves that maybe it's just a phase, that things will get better with time, or that we're being overly critical. But when your gut continues to send you signals of discomfort or dissatisfaction, it's important to listen. Ignoring these signs only prolongs the inevitable realization that something needs to change. The longer you stay on a path that doesn't feel right, the more disconnected you become from your true self and your purpose. One reason people often stay on the wrong path is fear of the unknown. Changing direction means stepping into uncertainty, and uncertainty can be terrifying. You may worry about what others will think, whether you'll fail or if you'll regret the decision. This fear keeps many people stuck in situations that no longer serve them, even when their gut is screaming for them to turn around. But here's the thing, staying on a path that feels wrong is often more damaging in the long run than the temporary discomfort of change. The longer you ignore the signs, the more you compromise your happiness and potential. Your gut instinct doesn't just warn you when you're in danger, it also guides you toward what's right for you. When you feel a persistent sense of unease or frustration, that's your intuition telling you that the path you're on isn't aligned with who you truly are or what you need at this stage of your life. It might be telling you that the job you're in no longer challenges you, that the relationship you're in is draining rather than uplifting, or that the life you've built is no longer fulfilling. These feelings aren't just passing thoughts, they're signals from your inner self, urging you to pivot. Making the decision to change course requires courage. It means admitting to yourself that what you're doing isn't working, and that can be a hard pill to swallow. It may feel like you're giving up, but in reality, choosing to pivot is an act of strength and self-awareness. It shows that you're willing to put your well-being and happiness first, even if it means facing the uncertainty of starting over or exploring a new direction. It's not about quitting, it's about recognizing when something no longer serves you and having the wisdom to move towards something that does. There's also a misconception that changing direction means abandoning everything you've worked for. But that's not necessarily true. Sometimes, a pivot is a small adjustment rather than a complete overhaul. It might mean shifting your focus at work, redefining the boundaries in a relationship, or pursuing a new passion alongside your current commitments. The key is to be open to change and to trust that your gut is leading you toward a better path, even if it's not immediately clear where that path will take you. It's important to remember that no journey is ever wasted. Even if you find yourself on the wrong path, the lessons you've learned along the way are invaluable. They've shaped who you are and prepared you for the next step. Recognizing that you're on the wrong path doesn't mean you've failed, it means you've grown. It means you've gained the insight needed to make a better choice moving forward. Trust that your gut is guiding you based on all that you've experienced and all that you've learned. So when you feel that deep down sense that something isn't right, don't ignore it. Don't let fear of change or the opinions of others keep you from making a necessary pivot. Your gut knows when you're on the wrong path, and it's trying to steer you towards something better. By trusting that instinct and being willing to change course, you give yourself the opportunity to find a path that aligns with who you truly are and where you're meant to go. In a world full of distractions, noise, and constant demands on your attention, finding peace is a rare and precious experience. It's that deep, calming feeling that washes over you, letting you know that you're exactly where you need to be. It's a sense of contentment that isn't tied to external validation or achievements, but instead comes from within. When you find this feeling, whether in a relationship, a job, a moment, or a place, it's your gut telling you that you're aligned with your true self. This feeling of peace should never be ignored because it is a powerful indicator that you're on the right path. We live in a society that often prioritizes hustle, achievement, and outward success over inner peace. Many of us spend years chasing goals, reaching milestones, and checking off boxes, only to find that when we finally get there, something is still missing. The external markers of success don't necessarily equate to inner fulfillment. This is why, when you do find peace, it stands out. It's a feeling that can't be faked or manufactured. It's an authentic emotional state that signals balance, alignment, and contentment. Peace doesn't always come from a big, life-altering decision or achievement. Sometimes it's found in the quiet moments, the calm after a busy day, the ease of being around certain people, or the satisfaction that comes from doing something meaningful, even if it's small. These moments of peace are clues from your gut that tell you what truly matters. They provide insight into the kinds of environments, people, and activities that resonate with your spirit and contribute to your overall well-being. One of the reasons peace is so important is because it serves as a compass in life. When you experience peace, it's a sign that you're in tune with your values, needs, and desires. It's a marker that the choices you've made, whether in relationships, work, or personal endeavors, are working for you. This sense of alignment is invaluable, especially in a world that often pulls you in 1,000 different directions. In contrast, when you're in situations that disrupt your peace, whether it's an unhealthy relationship, a stressful job, or a toxic environment, your gut will also signal this dissonance through feelings of anxiety, discomfort, or frustration. Holding on to peace requires conscious effort. The demands of life can easily overshadow these peaceful moments, pushing you back into stress, anxiety, or busyness. It's easy to dismiss peace as something that's only temporary or something you can worry about later, after you've achieved your next goal. However, this mindset often leads to burnout and dissatisfaction. Peace is not a luxury, it's a necessity for living a balanced and fulfilling life. It's the foundation upon which your mental, emotional, and physical well-being is built. Ignoring it means risking your long-term happiness and health. Many people make the mistake of thinking that peace is passive or that it means settling for less. In reality, peace is powerful. It provides clarity and allows you to make decisions from a place of calm rather than from fear, stress, or urgency. When you operate from a state of peace, you're able to see situations more clearly, act with greater intention, and maintain emotional resilience. You're not reacting to life, you're responding to it from a grounded, centered place. Moreover, peace doesn't mean the absence of challenges or difficulties. Life will always present obstacles, uncertainties, and hardships. But when you have that internal sense of peace, you're better equipped to handle whatever comes your way. You have a stable foundation that allows you to weather storms without losing your sense of self or becoming overwhelmed by external circumstances. This inner peace becomes a source of strength, enabling you to navigate life's ups and downs with grace and confidence. It's important to recognize that peace looks different for everyone. What brings peace to one person may not have the same effect on another. For some, it may be solitude and quiet reflection, while for others it may come from being surrounded by loved ones or engaging in creative pursuits. The key is to pay attention to what consistently brings you that sense of calm and contentment. Your gut knows what environments and activities allow you to feel truly at peace, and it's essential to listen to these signals. Ultimately, peace is one of the clearest indicators that you're living in alignment with your true self. It's your gut's way of affirming that you've made choices that honor your values, respect your boundaries, and support your well-being. When you find peace, it's crucial to hold on to it, to protect it, and to make decisions that continue to cultivate it. Peace is not something to be taken for granted, it's a gift that enriches every aspect of your life. Acting on gut instincts, especially when they challenge our fears, is an act of courage. Fear often stands as one of the most significant barriers between where we are and where we want to be. It's a natural, deeply ingrained emotion meant to protect us from danger. However, it can also hold us back from pursuing opportunities, making bold decisions, or taking risks that could lead to growth and fulfillment. Courage, in contrast, is what allows us to break through that fear and trust the guidance our instincts provide. When we talk about gut instincts, we're talking about a feeling that transcends logic, analysis, and overthinking. It's a deep, inner knowing, a signal from your subconscious mind that's based on your experiences, emotions, and understanding of the world. However, following that instinct often requires stepping outside your comfort zone. Fear tends to step in whenever we approach the unknown, making us question whether we're making the right choice, whether we have the necessary skills, or whether we'll fail. Courage is what enables us to silence those fears, or at least move forward despite them. Fear can manifest in many ways. It can appear as the fear of failure, where we worry that if we take a risk and things don't work out, we'll lose something important, whether it's time, money, reputation, or personal confidence. Fear can also present itself as the fear of rejection, where we hesitate to act because we're afraid of how others might perceive us or whether they'll support our decisions. Another common fear is the fear of the unknown, where the uncertainty of a new situation paralyzes us. In all these cases, our gut instincts may be pointing us in one direction, but fear tells us to stay put, to play it safe, to avoid taking any chances. This is where courage comes in. Courage is not the absence of fear, rather, it's the ability to move forward in the face of it. It's about trusting yourself and your instincts even when fear tries to convince you otherwise. When your gut tells you to take that leap, whether it's pursuing a new career, ending a toxic relationship, or moving to a new place, courage is what pushes you to act, despite the voice of fear in your mind. It's the understanding that growth often happens outside of comfort and that meaningful change requires taking risks. One of the most powerful ways to build courage is by acknowledging your fear and then reframing it. Instead of seeing fear as a stop sign, recognize it as a natural response to unfamiliar situations. Understand that fear is a part of the process, and that moving through it leads to personal growth. Every time you act in spite of fear, you strengthen your ability to trust your instincts. You begin to see that fear is not something to be avoided, but rather something to be faced. Each act of courage reinforces the idea that you are capable of handling whatever challenges come your way. Courage also grows when you focus on the potential rewards of following your instincts, rather than the possible risks. If you only dwell on what could go wrong, fear will always have the upper hand. Instead, shift your focus to what could go right. Consider the opportunities, the growth, and the sense of fulfillment that could come from listening to your gut. When you look at situations through the lens of possibility rather than limitation, courage becomes easier to access. Additionally, surrounding yourself with supportive people can help bolster your courage. When you have a network of friends, family, or mentors who believe in you, it becomes easier to act on your instincts. Their encouragement can serve as a buffer against the fears that may arise, reminding you that you're not alone in your journey. Even when others don't fully understand your decisions, having people who support your willingness to take risks can make a significant difference. The key is to start small. Courage isn't something that appears overnight, it's something you build over time. Each time you follow your gut in the face of fear, no matter how small the situation, you reinforce the idea that you can trust yourself. Over time, these small acts of bravery add up, giving you the confidence to tackle larger challenges with the same sense of resolve. It's a muscle that strengthens with use. Ultimately, trusting your gut and acting with courage go hand in hand. Your instincts are there to guide you, but it's courage that allows you to follow them, especially when fear tries to stand in the way. The more you practice choosing courage over fear, the more you'll find that your instincts lead you in the right direction. Courage is the bridge between fear and action, and it's what allows you to live in alignment with your true self and your deepest desires. There are moments in life when you encounter something or someone new, and it just clicks. A sense of recognition, connection, or resonance sparks, and it feels like everything falls into place effortlessly. This is often your gut's way of telling you that something is meant for you, that you've stumbled upon an opportunity or relationship that aligns with your path. Whether it's a new job, a friendship, a project, or even a new idea, when you feel this instant connection, it's a powerful signal that should not be ignored. These moments of alignment often feel like an electric charge, a sudden burst of excitement or enthusiasm that energizes you. You may not be able to explain why, but you feel drawn to the situation or person in a way that feels almost fated, as if it was supposed to happen. This sensation of rightness is your intuition speaking, signaling that this is an opportunity worth pursuing or a connection worth exploring. One of the reasons these moments are so significant is because they tap into something deeper than logic. You might meet someone for the first time and instantly feel like you've known them forever. Or you could be presented with an idea or project and immediately feel inspired and energized, even if you don't have all the details figured out. In these moments, your gut is processing information on a subconscious level, picking up on subtle cues, energy, and patterns that your conscious mind may not immediately recognize. This is why gut instincts can often feel inexplicable. They operate on a level beyond rational thought. It's important to pay attention to these feelings because they often lead you to opportunities that are uniquely suited to you. When something clicks, it's a sign that there is alignment between your current needs, desires, and circumstances. Perhaps the new job aligns perfectly with your skills and passions, or maybe a new friendship feels natural and fulfilling in ways that other relationships don't. These connections often bring a sense of ease and flow, as though things are happening naturally without the need for force or overthinking. When something feels easy in this way, it's your gut telling you that you're in the right place. However, these moments can be easy to overlook or dismiss, especially if you're caught up in routines, doubts, or distractions. You might downplay the significance of a chance meeting with someone or dismiss a new idea because it feels too spontaneous. But when you ignore these moments of connection, you risk missing out on opportunities that could bring deep meaning and fulfillment into your life. It's essential to cultivate an awareness of these gut reactions, to recognize when something clicks, and to be open to following that feeling, even if it doesn't make complete sense at first. Another aspect of these moments is the sense of peace and excitement that often accompanies them. When something clicks, you don't just feel an initial spark of enthusiasm, you also feel a sense of calm, as though everything is falling into place exactly as it should. This blend of excitement and tranquility is a key indicator that your gut is guiding you in the right direction. It's a reminder that not every opportunity or connection will require struggle, doubt, or second-guessing. Sometimes the best things in life come when you follow the path that feels most natural and aligned with who you are. These moments of alignment are often gateways to growth and transformation. When you follow the things that click, You allow yourself to step into new possibilities and experiences that may challenge and expand you in ways you didn't anticipate. A chance encounter might lead to a lifelong friendship, or a random idea might evolve into a successful project that changes the course of your career. The key is to be open to these possibilities and to trust that when something clicks, it's worth exploring further. It's also important to remember that not everything will click instantly, and that's okay. Some connections and opportunities take time to develop. But when you do feel that instant spark, that sense of alignment, it's a powerful sign that you should pay attention to. These are the moments when your gut is speaking loud and clear, urging you to take notice and act. By trusting that feeling, you open yourself up to experiences and relationships that are in sync with your true self. In a world where we are often taught to analyze, question, and rationalize every decision, trusting these moments of instinctive connection can feel risky. But it's precisely in these moments that your intuition is at its strongest. It's your gut's way of telling you that you're exactly where you need to be, that you found something meaningful that resonates with who you are and what you're seeking. When something clicks, it's not just coincidence, it's a moment of alignment that deserves your attention and action. Navigating the landscape of relationships, whether personal or professional, is often influenced by the subtleties of gut instincts. Our gut can act as a radar, picking up on energy, intentions, and underlying truths that may not be immediately visible. When your instincts signal that someone is not right for you, whether due to their behavior, words, or even the energy they exude, it's crucial to pay attention. These feelings can manifest as discomfort, unease, or a nagging sense that something is off. Ignoring these gut feelings can lead to a multitude of complications, often resulting in emotional distress and negative consequences. Our gut instincts are informed by our past experiences, allowing us to recognize patterns in behavior that may pose a threat or lead to toxic dynamics. For example, you may meet someone who reminds you of a person who hurt you in the past. And even if they don't exhibit overtly harmful behavior, your gut might warn you to be cautious. This isn't merely paranoia, it's your intuition alerting you to the possibility of a pattern repeating itself. Our brains are hardwired to notice these connections, and when you feel that instinctual push away from someone, it's essential to explore those feelings rather than dismiss them as unfounded. Additionally, gut instincts often act as an internal safety mechanism. They can guide you in recognizing behaviors or red flags that may indicate manipulation, dishonesty, or inconsistency in a person's character. When someone is genuinely interested in you, whether in a friendship or a romantic context, their actions usually align with their words. If you're sensing a disconnect, perhaps their words seem charming but their actions tell a different story, your gut may be trying to alert you to this inconsistency. It's essential to trust these feelings, as they often serve to protect your emotional well-being. Moreover, your instincts may warn you of someone's influence on your life. Some individuals may bring a whirlwind of chaos, negativity, or drama, which can drain your energy and undermine your peace. If being around someone leaves you feeling exhausted or anxious, it's a clear signal from your gut to reevaluate the relationship. Surrounding yourself with positive, uplifting people is essential for emotional health, and when your gut tells you that someone isn't adding value to your life, it's important to consider that feedback seriously. Listening to your gut can also protect you from unproductive or toxic professional relationships. In a workplace setting, for example, you may meet a colleague who presents themselves one way in front of management but acts differently behind closed doors. If your instincts tell you that their motives are self-serving or that they lack integrity, it's wise to remain cautious. Relationships in the workplace can significantly impact your career trajectory, and trusting your gut can help you navigate who to align with for mutual growth and support. Trusting your gut doesn't mean you should jump to conclusions or make hasty decisions. Instead, it means taking the time to observe behaviors and patterns while remaining open to your feelings about them. Engage in self-reflection and ask yourself why you feel uneasy. Is it based on previous experiences, specific interactions, or something else entirely? Understanding the source of your feelings can help you make informed decisions. Another key aspect is to foster an environment where you feel comfortable expressing your concerns about relationships. Engaging in open and honest conversations with trusted friends or family members can provide additional perspective. They might see red flags you hadn't noticed or confirm your gut feelings, reinforcing the idea that your instincts are worth paying attention to. Ultimately, trusting your gut instincts when it comes to relationships is about valuing your emotional health and well-being. It involves recognizing that not every connection is meant to last, and that some individuals may hinder your growth or bring unnecessary negativity into your life. By listening to your gut, you prioritize your own needs and cultivate an environment that fosters positivity, support, and authenticity. In relationships, your gut instinct acts as a valuable compass, guiding you away from those who may not have your best interests at heart. When you experience that nagging feeling that something isn't quite right, take a moment to pause and reflect. Your intuition has the power to lead you toward relationships that are genuine, fulfilling, and aligned with your values while helping you navigate away from those that could potentially harm your emotional landscape. Recognizing and trusting these instincts allows you to build healthier, more meaningful connections that enhance your overall well-being. Embracing the unknown can be one of the most challenging yet rewarding aspects of life. It's a common tendency for people to seek comfort in the familiar, whether that be in routines, relationships, or environments. However, your gut instinct often encourages you to step beyond your comfort zone and explore the uncharted territories of your life. When you sense that pull towards something unfamiliar, be it a new job, a different city, or a new hobby, recognizing and acting on that feeling can lead to profound personal growth and unexpected opportunities. The unknown can be intimidating. Fear often arises when facing the prospect of change, as it inherently involves uncertainty and risk. The fear of failure, the fear of making a wrong choice, and the fear of the unknown can all lead to a strong resistance to change. However, your gut feeling may point to the fact that growth and fulfillment lie outside your current comfort zone. When you acknowledge that instinct and choose to explore what lies ahead, you embrace the possibility of transformative experiences. Many people underestimate the potential for personal development that arises from stepping into the unknown. Each time you act on your gut feeling to pursue a new path, you're not just moving toward a new opportunity, you're also pushing the boundaries of your capabilities. This process can reveal strengths and abilities you didn't know you had. For example, moving to a new city might seem daunting at first, but it can lead to new friendships, career advancements, and a greater understanding of yourself. Similarly, starting a new hobby can uncover hidden passions and skills, providing a sense of accomplishment and joy. Moreover, embracing the unknown fosters resilience. When you step outside your comfort zone, you expose yourself to new challenges that test your adaptability and problem-solving skills. Navigating these challenges builds confidence and helps you become more comfortable with uncertainty. Over time, this resilience translates into a mindset that welcomes change rather than fears it. You begin to view the unknown as a canvas of possibilities, rather than a source of anxiety. Listening to your gut instinct in these situations often leads to serendipitous encounters and experiences. When you take that leap of faith, you open yourself up to unexpected opportunities that may not have surfaced had you stayed within your comfort zone. These opportunities can come in various forms: meeting new people, discovering new passions, or encountering situations that lead to significant life changes. Each experience adds depth to your life, creating a rich tapestry of memories, lessons, and connections. Additionally, stepping into the unknown encourages you to embrace a growth mindset. Rather than viewing failure as a setback, you begin to see it as an integral part of the learning process. Each misstep becomes a stepping stone to greater understanding and improvement. This shift in perspective allows you to approach challenges with curiosity and an open heart, empowering you to explore new possibilities without the heavy weight of fear holding you back. However, embracing the unknown doesn't mean you should leap blindly without any consideration. It's important to strike a balance between trusting your instincts and assessing potential risks. Use your gut feelings as a guiding light while remaining mindful of practical considerations. Evaluate your options and gather information to make informed decisions. When your gut urges you to explore, allow it to lead you, but combine that instinct with thoughtful planning and reflection. Another aspect of embracing the unknown is the joy of discovery. Venturing into uncharted territory can ignite a sense of adventure and excitement. The thrill of exploring something new can rejuvenate your spirit and spark creativity. Whether it's trying out a new cuisine, traveling to a foreign country, or engaging in a new creative endeavor, these experiences often lead to memorable moments and personal revelations. The beauty of embracing the unknown is that you never truly know what you might find. Each new experience has the potential to shape your perspective and enrich your life. Ultimately, embracing the unknown with an open heart and a willingness to listen to your gut can be one of the most liberating choices you can make. It challenges you to break free from the confines of your comfort zone and explore the vast possibilities that lie ahead. Your gut instinct is a powerful ally in this journey, guiding you towards experiences that foster growth, resilience, and fulfillment. By trusting that instinct, you open yourself to a world of adventure, personal transformation, and unexpected connections that can lead to a more vibrant and meaningful life. The unknown may seem daunting, but it is also a realm filled with opportunities waiting to be discovered. Listening to your gut instincts can be particularly vital when navigating the complexities of your professional life. In the workplace, various factors such as company culture, interpersonal dynamics, and job responsibilities can heavily influence your overall job satisfaction and career trajectory. When your instincts signal that a particular job, role, or work environment doesn't align with your values or well-being, it's essential to pay attention to that feeling. Ignoring these cues can lead to dissatisfaction, burnout, and even health issues over time. One of the first signs that your gut is trying to communicate something important about your professional life is a persistent feeling of unease. Perhaps you've taken a new job that appeared promising on paper, but something feels off from the very beginning. It could be the company's culture, the way leadership interacts with employees, or how your values align or don't align with the company's mission. If your gut tells you that something is amiss, it's worth taking a moment to reflect on what that feeling might be rooted in. Trusting your instincts in this context can help you identify red flags that may lead to a toxic work environment or a job that doesn't fulfill you. Moreover, your gut instinct can be a powerful indicator of your personal values. If you find yourself feeling uncomfortable with certain practices or ethical dilemmas at work, your gut may be signaling a misalignment between your values and those of the organization. For example, if you work for a company that prioritizes profit over ethical considerations, you might feel a sense of dissonance that is hard to shake off. This internal conflict can manifest as stress, anxiety, or a loss of motivation. Listening to your gut in these situations can prompt you to reconsider your position and make choices that align with your values, such as seeking opportunities elsewhere or advocating for change within your organization. In addition, trusting your gut can play a crucial role in career transitions. Whether you're contemplating a new job, considering a career shift, or exploring entrepreneurial ventures, your instincts often hold valuable insights. You may feel an inexplicable pull toward a new opportunity, even if it feels risky or uncertain. This gut feeling may be a reflection of your passion, interests, or talents. Conversely, if you feel an instinctive resistance to a certain role or industry, it may be wise to explore why you feel that way. Your gut is not just a reaction to fear, it's a synthesis of your experiences, desires, and knowledge that can guide you toward choices that resonate with your true self. Another area where gut instincts can guide you is in assessing professional relationships. Navigating the intricacies of office politics can be challenging, and it's common to encounter colleagues whose motives may not be clear. When your instincts signal that someone is untrustworthy or has ulterior motives, it's essential to take that warning seriously. Sometimes individuals may present themselves as friendly or helpful but may have self-serving agendas. Trusting your gut can help you navigate these dynamics more effectively, allowing you to build meaningful connections with those who truly support your growth and success. Furthermore, your gut instincts can play a crucial role in decision-making processes. In many professional scenarios, you may encounter situations where data, logic, and analysis are important, but they don't provide a complete picture. This is where your gut feeling can fill the gaps. For instance, when faced with a tough decision, you might gather all the necessary information, but when the time comes to choose, your gut can often lead you toward the best path. It serves as a complementary guide to rational analysis, incorporating emotional intelligence and intuition to help you make decisions that resonate with your values and long-term goals. Listening to your gut instincts in a professional context also encourages a more authentic approach to leadership. If you are in a managerial or leadership role, trusting your gut can foster an environment where others feel empowered to share their ideas and insights. By being open and transparent about your own instincts and feelings, you encourage your team to do the same, creating a culture of trust and collaboration. This authentic leadership not only strengthens relationships but also enhances team performance, as individuals feel more valued and understood. Lastly, taking the time to reflect on your gut feelings can enhance your overall job satisfaction and career fulfillment. When you recognize and act on your instincts, you are more likely to make choices that align with your authentic self, leading to a more meaningful and rewarding professional journey. Trusting your gut instincts empowers you to advocate for your needs, make informed career choices, and cultivate a work environment that aligns with your values. This process, while sometimes challenging, ultimately fosters personal and professional growth, allowing you to thrive in a career that resonates with who you are at your core. Navigating the journey of life often involves encountering moments where your gut instinct plays a crucial role in shaping your decisions and experiences. One of the most significant aspects of this journey is recognizing the importance of embracing vulnerability. Vulnerability is often seen as a weakness, but in reality, it is a powerful catalyst for personal growth and connection. Your gut feeling can guide you toward embracing vulnerability, urging you to be authentic and open, both with yourself and with others. At its core, vulnerability means allowing yourself to be seen, to express your true emotions, and to share your thoughts and experiences without the facade of perfection. This can be particularly daunting in a world that often prizes strength, confidence, and success. The fear of judgment or rejection can create a barrier that prevents you from fully expressing who you are. However, when you tune into your gut instincts, you might find a call to break down those barriers and embrace your authentic self, no matter how messy or imperfect it may be. One key benefit of embracing vulnerability is the opportunity for deeper connections with others. When you allow yourself to be open, you invite others to do the same. This mutual exchange creates a space for genuine relationships built on trust and understanding. By sharing your struggles, fears, and dreams, you not only reveal your true self but also encourage others to share their own experiences. This vulnerability fosters empathy and compassion, enriching your relationships and creating a supportive network of individuals who can relate to your journey. Your gut instinct often serves as a barometer for these interactions. When you feel a connection with someone, it may be your intuition recognizing the potential for a meaningful relationship. If you sense that someone is genuinely interested in your story or that you share similar values, your gut might encourage you to take the leap and be open with them. This willingness to be vulnerable can lead to transformative connections that enhance your emotional well-being and provide a sense of belonging. Moreover, embracing vulnerability allows you to confront your fears and insecurities. When you acknowledge your vulnerabilities, you gain a deeper understanding of yourself. This process can be uncomfortable, as it may involve revisiting past traumas or unearthing insecurities you've long buried. However, when you trust your gut and confront these feelings, you open the door to healing and personal growth. This self-exploration can lead to increased resilience, as you learn to navigate challenges with greater self-awareness and acceptance. Another crucial aspect of vulnerability is its role in fostering creativity and innovation. When you allow yourself to be vulnerable, you become more open to taking risks. This is particularly relevant in creative pursuits, where fear of judgment can stifle imagination. Your gut feeling may encourage you to share your ideas, artwork, or projects with others, even if you feel uncertain about their reception. By embracing vulnerability in this way, you create space for exploration and experimentation, leading to new insights and breakthroughs. In a professional context, embracing vulnerability can also enhance your leadership style. Authentic leaders who share their challenges and uncertainties foster a culture of openness and trust within their teams. When employees feel safe to express their thoughts and concerns, they are more likely to contribute innovative ideas and collaborate effectively. Your gut instinct can guide you in these moments, reminding you that vulnerability is not a sign of weakness but a strength that fosters a healthy workplace culture. Additionally, embracing vulnerability encourages personal authenticity. When you align your actions with your true self, you experience a sense of liberation. Your gut may urge you to speak your truth, pursue your passions, or stand up for what you believe in, even when it feels uncomfortable. This authenticity not only enriches your own life but also inspires others to embrace their vulnerabilities and be true to themselves. Ultimately, embracing vulnerability is a journey of self-discovery and growth. It requires a willingness to listen to your gut instinct, allowing it to guide you toward authenticity, connection, and courage. Each time you choose to be vulnerable, you take a step toward greater self-acceptance and a deeper understanding of your own humanity. This process not only enhances your own well-being but also fosters a sense of community and connection with those around you. By recognizing vulnerability as a strength rather than a weakness, you empower yourself to live more fully, embracing the beautiful messiness of life and forging deeper connections along the way. Your gut instinct can be a guiding force, reminding you that vulnerability is not something to be feared, but rather a powerful tool for connection, growth, and authenticity. In conclusion, the journey through life is marked by pivotal moments where our gut instincts play an essential role in guiding us toward our true selves. From recognizing the importance of self-awareness to embracing vulnerability, each instinct we encounter serves as a compass, steering us through the complexities of relationships, career choices, and personal growth. Trusting our gut allows us to navigate the challenges of life with confidence, empowering us to make decisions that align with our core values and aspirations. By paying attention to those subtle feelings and sensations, we can discern which connections enrich our lives and which ones may hinder our progress. Moreover, embracing vulnerability fosters deeper, more meaningful relationships, creating a space where authenticity thrives. It encourages us to share our struggles and triumphs, allowing for genuine connections that are built on trust and understanding. In professional contexts, this openness not only enhances collaboration but also inspires innovation and creativity, leading to a more dynamic and fulfilling workplace environment. As we learn to listen to our gut instincts, we cultivate resilience and adaptability, equipping ourselves to face uncertainty with courage and determination. Each decision, whether small or monumental, contributes to our personal narrative, allowing us to grow, learn, and evolve. Ultimately, the journey of life is not just about achieving success or reaching milestones. It is about the connections we forge, the experiences we embrace, and the authenticity we cultivate along the way. By trusting our gut, we open ourselves to a world of possibilities, inviting growth, fulfillment, and joy into our lives. Let us honor these instincts, for they are the whispers of our true selves, guiding us toward a more authentic and enriched existence. So I leave you with this: listen to your gut. Trust yourself. That instinct inside of you, it's been honed by every experience, every struggle, every victory. It knows what's right for you. And when you follow it, when you trust it, you'll find yourself exactly where you need to be. Thank you.